The old age is the final stage of our lives. So it is the period after 59 years. Those who are belonging to the 60s, they belong to the old age. So some physical changes occur during this period. The skin gets thin, it loses its elasticity, it becomes dry and wrinkled. Hair turns gray, it becomes fine and falls. That means the hair becomes thin and it starts to fall. And at this age, the head kind of uh, protrudes forward compared to the body, and shoulders get hunched. You might have seen most of the times your grandparents, they eventually get a hunched posture, and therefore the height is also reduced at this stage. And there can be other problems associated with hearing, the skeletal system, taste, and body functions. So when it comes to the needs during old age, physical needs such as nutritional needs are essential because the body becomes extremely weak in this period. There's absolutely no growth. Therefore, they have to gain energy from energy producing foods, including proteins, and other micronutrients like vitamins and minerals are also really important. And their meal has to be changed depending on the illnesses one has. Exercise and rest are the other two main physical needs at this stage. So they have to gain age appropriate exercise at this stage so they can minimize sicknesses, other non-communicable diseases, and engage in their daily activities energetically. They might not be able to do high intensity exercises, but they can always follow some age appropriate exercise regimen. Rest at this stage, we have to expect more rest from them. And then psychological needs. So at this stage, old age people, they expect more love and attention from others than the previous stages of life. So they might be feeling isolated and lonely because their children are living away from them, and at the same time they're expecting a lot of love and kindness from children and grandchildren. Then when it comes to social needs, it's important to stay on good terms with children and neighbors. They have to make sure that they stay on good terms with children and neighbors, and they also prefer to have some prominence given to them at public places like hospitals, banks, other transport facilities, or in lawn concessions. And they also like to hold important positions in committees so that they are feeling some sort of service. They are of some sort of service to the society, and they like to be appreciated by others. So at this stage, you can see how they expect a lot from others. They expect quite a lot from others around them, even when it comes to psychological needs and social needs. And then the spiritual needs. So at this stage, these people might be feeling stress and lonely. What they can do is they can engage in religious activities to overcome them. So spiritual development should be sought through religion at this stage. So even though one's physical and other desires are not fulfilled, he or she will be ready to accept their situation through religion. So that is why religion is quite important at this stage, because it will give them a hope to live, and also a sort of uh, in advance they will have courage to face their death peacefully. So religion plays a big role at the old age. So the elderly will be facing quite a lot of problems at this stage, especially because of loneliness and helplessness. So there will be a poor socioeconomic status because they won't be earning an income anymore. They are not financially actively earning money, but it's true that some of them might be getting their retirement and their pension. However, they are not actively earning money, and so that can also cause some sort of poor socioeconomic status. And they might be suffering from certain illnesses, sicknesses, and they might be feeling distant from children, from the society, and they will have difficulties in controlling emotions as well. So, with all the loneliness, helplessness, and feelings of depression and stress, they might be find it difficult to control their emotions. There are certain ways of reducing problems of old age. One main thing is engaging in more religious activities and also understanding the future and facing it. That can also be accepted through religious activities. And getting involved in social work or household activities so they can keep themselves engaged. Remaining socially active by joining societies for the elderly. There are societies and communities out there, especially for elders. They can join them and they can remain active. It's important for their to meet their social needs, for their mental needs, and spiritual needs as well. Controlling impulses. So, like we mentioned before, there's chance that they might not be able to regulate their emotions intelligently anymore. So it's important that they learn to control impulses, which can also be done through religious activities.